All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Super here, and welcome to another video talking about the future of Mortal Kombat 1. If you guys remember, Ed Boon had put out a bunch of polls. I think it was like 10, and he specifically mentioned that just because he's talking about this doesn't mean that it relates to the future. But based on some of his responses to our response, it seems like, it's something that is very possible. And I mean, usually Ed tweets for a reason. Even when it seems like he's trolling, there's been times where in the past he's tweeted about a little tease of like Predator for Mortal Kombat X. Like he tweeted about Predator being in the game or teasing him way before it was even a thing. So Ed plants these little seeds that end up growing in the future. Not all the time. I'm not saying all his tweets are like that, but it ends up being that way a lot of times. But we just don't know what seeds he's planting right now. But I want to talk about the future of Mortal Kombat 1 and go to his Twitter, read some of those tweets, and give my opinions on them. Before any of that, if you guys could please leave a thumbs up on the video, I would really appreciate that. The channel's been doing really well ever since I started uploading like 2 videos a day consistently. And, after Ermac came out, I feel like the hype for Mortal Kombat 1 has been a lot greater than it was before, which I'm happy about. So just some general things that I personally want to see come to Mortal Kombat 1 is I want to see more brutalities for characters. This is not going to be like my list, but just in case anyone from NetherRealm watches this video, I want to make it clear that the best upgrade and a new creation that they ever came up with was the change from the Mortal Kombat trilogy brutalities to how they created them in Mortal Kombat X, where they turned them into finishers. That was the best upgrade, in my opinion, of all time for them. And I really wish that there were more brutalities in Mortal Kombat 1. General Shao has 4 brutalities. 5 if you include the classic uppercut brutality. In my opinion, that is completely unacceptable. We need new brutalities for characters. I will say this. I know that there's already been some new brutalities that NPCs have at the moment, meaning like single players or only single player characters could get. And I know they're going to be coming in the future, which is great, but we need more brutalities, because not only does it make it fun to play, but it makes it fun to watch when you're watching tournaments and these guys do pull off crazy ass combos that finish their opponent off in brutalities. It's super hype. So that's the only thing that I want to mention. Obviously more costumes and the buff to, all the cameos. Hopefully they introduce more ambush assist for cameos and just give cameos new moves. But what I wanted to specify is how important brutalities are to how entertaining the game is. So just want to make that clear. I'm always preaching for more brutalities. Mortal Kombat 11, every character had like 10 brutalities. Like that is why I want more brutalities. I need it. All right, so here's a post by Ed Boon. Starts off with the first one. Very much appreciate your almost 200,000 votes. Feedback on what you like in past and want to see in future MK games. Your opinions deserve a response, starting with movie skins. I was somewhat surprised with Annihilation getting more skin love than Scorpion's Revenge. What were you thinking? With a winky face. Come on, Ed. You know that although Ed has came out publicly and said that he does not like Mortal Kombat Annihilation, he rejects that movie. Rightfully so, because they butchered a creation that he helped create, right? But the skins that were in that game were pretty awesome. I personally really like the Melina look that they gave her. Some people don't, which is fine. It's all personal preference. But I really like that skin. The robots look cool. I really like the Scorpion look, the Sub-Zero look, the Shao Kahn look, the Sindel, the iconic Sindel look. There was a lot of, don't make me start talking about the Ermac skin and the Rain skin, because the ninja ones they look the same. Those are awesome. So I'm hoping that we actually get some Mortal Kombat Annihilation movie skins. MK, the new Mortal Kombat movie had some cool skins, but if they're going to bring in those skins, I think they should just save it for when the Mortal Kombat 2 comes out, when the next new Mortal Kombat movie comes out, and have some of those skins. Also surprising, would have guessed by now the OG arcade peeps might have aged out, but you're still the majority. I keep forgetting how loyal MK fans are. Yeah, I feel like no one ever ages out of playing video games, but I understand what Ed is saying, talking about, he would have thought by now that the new generation would have taken over the majority, but no, the old heads, including myself, I'm 34 years old, by the way, we're still here kicking and not reacting to fatal blows properly and feeling like old man reactions when we go up against someone who's 18 with fresh reactions. We're still here. All right, next up here. Freddy and Kratos had the quick early lead until a certain influencer influenced the poll with the tweet. It's all good. MKX was certainly a high point in the history of NRS DLC guest fighters. Now, I have no idea if I was the one that he was referring to here. If it is, that's cool. Shout out to Ed Boon for referencing me. Anytime that I get noticed at all by Ed Boon, it's an honor to me because he's Ed Boon, for crying out loud. But also, like, Maximilian sometimes tweets out stuff about Mortal Kombat. So I don't know if he did or not. If it's me, that's awesome. But of course, MKX, we need a Jason, a Predator, and an alien guest fighter pack. That would be so iconic, and it would make myself, Maximilian, everybody happy because Predator would be back. Not only that, but it would be a modern version of Alien versus Predator with the amazing graphics from Mortal Kombat 1. Forget about it. Don't make me start talking about this because I could go on all day, but that's something that I really hope comes to this game, because a throwback guest DLC characters would just be really, really cool. Now, I want to preface it by saying that I know that there would actually be a lot of people that would be upset, because there's a lot of people that hate DLC, guest DLC characters, but the reality of the situation is that normally guest DLC characters are the highest selling DLC characters for Mortal Kombat games, because it brings in the casual audience to not only buy the DLC characters, but some might buy the entire game just for that one DLC character. So there will always be guest DLC characters in Mortal Kombat games. Why not have the best with Jason, with Predator, and with Alien coming back, right? That's my thinking. All right, so next one here. Okay, then the people have spoken as far as if we want skins where the money that we use to purchase the skins, the prize pool, it goes to the tournament scene. They had that in Mortal Kombat X, where they had specific skins that you would buy, and the revenue from those skins would actually go to the prize pool for the competitive tournaments. And we had some giant tournaments with huge money, and it was all because of the crowdfunding, pretty much. So that's going to be coming, which is great, because it'll give more incentive to tournament players to go out and compete, which makes it a fun viewing experience for us who enjoy watching high-level stuff. All right, next up here, at the end of the day, it's all about the fighters. The question was, what was your favorite part of the Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath? Yeah, it's always the characters, because the story is amazing when you first play it, but when do you guys go back to the story after you play it the first time? If you want to go redo the story, it might be like a year down the road or many months down the road, but the new characters are always going to be the bread and butter of any fighting game, including Mortal Kombat. So yeah, the fighters for sure. This one kind of broke my heart. I understand the nostalgic for Art lean, but you people are leaning on him too much. I like that little pun there. Ed always comes through with the puns, right? Cole has defined powers. Never underestimate the power of memories when you were younger. I I gotta be honest. I kind of agree with Ed right here because it would be, to me, in my opinion, it would be. I don't want cooler is the word. I don't know. I think they have more to work with. Visually, it would look better for a newer character like Cole Young. As much as a lot of us hated how they treated him in the Mortal Kombat movie with incredible stupid plot armor, and he beat Goro in a snap of a finger. Goro was this menacing presence that they teased in the original Mortal Kombat movie. They did a really good job of portraying him as, the big fighter, right? He's the top of the food chain, and he's a monster, and he's so menacing. And then they brought in Goro, who kind of looked like ass, in my opinion, in the new Mortal Kombat movie. It was all CG, weird-looking Goro. And then they had Cole Young absolutely destroy him in about 5 minutes. It was horrible. That's when I was like, yeah, this movie's done. And it was like halfway through the movie. So I understand. I literally just made a case for Arlene to come back, right? You know what? Bring Arlene back if you want. That kind of pissed me off thinking about Cole Young beating Goro that easily. I've got a long story to share someday regarding how Deception Conquest was made. It was a tough development. Yeah, I love my mind flipping back and forth sometimes. It actually did piss me off with Big Daddy Goro losing like that to Cole Young, but blame the writers, not the actor. It was a tough development effort. Amazing how this mode stood the test of time. Easily in our top 3 most requested Bring It Back modes. I agree. I think Conquest mode is probably number 1. I would say, actually, you know what? I think Tag Team mode is number 1 because it's requested so much. And then it's probably Conquest. But having an open world Conquest like Deception, that you could actually go replay over and over if there's side quests and stuff. It's even going back to Deception like I did last year. It was amazing. You could still go play Deception today and have a blast playing Deception mode. It's that good. All right. I wish this turned out differently. I had a bit of a bet riding on this one and might end up with a pretty sore throat sometime in the future. And of course, it's the one talking about what voice actor would you want or character announcer would you want in Mortal Kombat 1. And the Dan Forden, the toasty guy, Ed Boon Scorpion screaming at the top of his lungs, and Steve Ritchie, MK2 Shao Kahn. And I think the majority of us want to hear Ed Boon's iconic Scorpion voice reprised and yelling the names of every character at the top of his lungs. I'm sorry, Ed. I know you're going to have a sore throat and you might lose it for a day or two, but it'll be worth it with the outcome and how happy everyone will be to hear Ed Boon shouting as the announcer voice of Mortal Kombat 1. I would definitely use that voice. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what could potentially be coming in the future of Mortal Kombat 1. Ed Boon's voice as the announcer, as Scorpion. Maybe Conquest mode. Art Lean has no chance. Cole Young has no chance, I think. But yeah, now I changed my mind. I'm going with Art Lean, guys. Let me see. What's this? New fighters. This was just talking about what the people like. New skins that will support the fighting game or the competitive scene are coming. I hope, I wish, I pray that we actually get returning guest DLC characters from Mortal Kombat X. That would be a dream come true. And then the last one is arcade era. Oh, no, the last one is the skins that we will see in the future. This, I guarantee you, we're going to get new skins that are themed after some of these options here. It might not even be just one option. There might be Mortal Kombat Annihilation skins, MK 2021 skins, Scorpion's Revenge skins, and Mortal Kombat 2 movie skins. I guarantee you that there will be a lot of skins that are added to Mortal Kombat 1 with a mixture of these options. I want to see Mortal Kombat Annihilation come through. Obviously, we have Mortal Kombat 1 original Scorpion coming through at some point in the future. No date on that yet. So I'm looking forward to skins because it's one of my favorite things to do, which is sort of make videos just dedicated to a skin, or back then I used to do gear pieces and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. So that's it for me. Thank you all so much for watching and hearing me ramble about maybe nothing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.